Collective, and welcome to Anna Transylvania's Tarot Room. This is Anna with your Tarot Bite for the week of the 13th through, I want to say the week of the day of the 20th. Okay, so 13th to the 20th of June. All right, let's get into it, collective. Let's see what is going on for the collective. You guys are having if my own experience is a gauge, okay? You guys are having a pretty busy, weird, like stop, start, sort of jerky in action week. So let's see. A lot of you are just going slow. You're being told to go slow, you know. All right. Okay. What is going on for the collective? Collective. Lots of upside downs right now. We did say it was gonna be slow in the beginning of June, and then it was gonna get faster as we go through these things. So let's talk about it, okay? So right now, a lot of the collective is having change, okay? Look at this, the death card. A lot of you don't want to let go of things that is obvious that you need to let go, okay? It is very hard. So let me explain this 10 of Pentacles in relation to this death, okay, card. Sometimes people, and you guys in this collective, you are manifestors already. So you guys kind of understand how to manifest to a certain point. But sometimes manifestation requires that we have room to receive, okay, that we have room to receive. So a lot of you in this group have manifested to the level of the 10 of Pentacles, okay, to the level where you guys are having somewhat of a comfortable life, somewhat of a, and so now it's requiring from you to let go of some of the good things. And a lot of you, nobody starts manifesting if, when they don't need something, okay? So it's talking about that you have gotten to this place where you're asked to give up something that you consider to be good, or that you have in the past considered to be good, but it's no longer good. And you guys are having difficulty with making that decision and cutting it out completely. Okay. Some of you are actually working on cutting out bad habits. Okay. For those of you that are working on cutting out bad habits, this week is a week of basically allowing yourself to just keep going. Okay, so if you have a day where you overeat, for example, um, then you're asked, okay, pull back, get back in the saddle, so to speak, get back in the saddle, get back on your diet, get back on, walking outside, whatever the situation is. Okay, so that's what you're asked. Now, this week is not necessarily a week of making very drastic decisions. It is saying it's a week of looking at all of the possibilities of things that you should be letting go, so that when certain manifestations come in, you can be like, yes, I'm letting that go. It's beautiful. I'm letting it go. All right, so let's see. Let's take some clarifiers over here because I want to know. Yes, it's talking about no action should be taken right now. Right now, you should be considering, okay, what your gut is telling you, okay? Even though, okay, let's see. Yes, what your gut is telling you. Perfect, perfect. That's like confirmation right there. That is our gut, that is our instincts, that is our subconscious, that is our emotions. You should be picking with emotion, okay, collective? So pick with emotion this week. Lots of choices are coming in. But our mind, okay, so let me tell you something. Our mind is our great equalizer of things. It will keep things in balance. That's what it's for. That's what our brain is for, to keep things in balance, to keep things running smoothly and balanced out for our organism, okay? So whenever we try to make a decision, whether we weigh pros and cons or whatever, with just our mind, with just our practical self, we run into the trouble of the mind saying, well, this is just as good as that one. Okay. So then we have to pick with our gut, because our gut will tell us, yes, this one is the one that's making us happy, So allow yourself to not just look at what you want this week, but what makes you feel good. Okay. Some of you are urged to do self-care this week. This week is kind of an in-between week. You're not supposed to be taking any actions. You're just supposed to weigh your decisions. Weigh your decisions, okay? On an emotional level. Yeah. Sit here. Weigh your decisions. Be at rest for some of you. Some of you are supposed to move slowly. Some of you are supposed to be at rest. But all of you are supposed to, let yourself go. Let your mind be at rest, and you consider the decisions and how they make you feel. So if you have more than one option of what to do this week, please weigh out the decisions on an emotional level. Okay. It's not a week for action. Action. It's not time for action yet. It is time for you to learn what you're enjoying, what you can enjoy. Okay. Yes. Okay. Some of you, by the end of this week, okay, the beginning of next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, some of you this week are actually walking away from certain things. You're realizing, well, I don't know what I won't know, so might as well just go. If I feel at peace, if I feel peaceful, and if I have faith that this will work out, I can just start going, start letting my mind sort of be at peace with the decisions that I've made on an emotional level. So some of you are bringing yourselves back into a balance, even if you don't know what that holds for you. They're not showing me what the week after is holding, okay? They're saying, please stop here with the collective reading. Not stop here, but, please stop at letting people know that they need. So it might be a very short collective, okay, short bite, terabyte, okay, because they're asking you, okay, to first pick emotionally and then be at peace with that decision, okay? The action this week is pick with your gut. If you take any kind of action, that should be it. No action, no desire, no I want this, I want that, I'm going to go get it. No, nothing of that. Be at rest, be gentle with yourself, take care of yourselves, okay? And pick with your gut, because that's going to bring you back into balance. It's saying that a lot of the collective has been in their heads about things, and now they have to start considering what it is they do want on an emotional level. Don't ignore your emotions this week, okay? Anything else for the collective? Any kind of messages for the collective? Okay. Temptation. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I think in the beginning of the week, let me take these away. So I think in the beginning of the week, okay, I'll just take these away so they don't distract us. So I think in the beginning of the month, collective, we actually had quite a lot of you being tempted to go back into situations that didn't serve you. So this month is the month where you guys, okay, it should be the other way, where you guys actually finish, okay, with being tempted. See, he's finishing up. He's like, no, I'm not putting effort into these situationships. For some of you, they're emotional situations, they're people, okay? A lot of you are being urged to get away from people and situations and even groups of people that don't have anything for you on an emotional level, that don't give you mental peace, that don't give you emotional support, that don't even sometimes give you financial support. Like it's a sinking ship and you're just sinking with it instead of going, I see it's a sinking ship. I've told you it's a sinking ship. And you don't want to see it, you don't want to know about it. So a lot of you in the collective, regardless of sign, okay, regardless of sign, this is for like most of the collective here, you're seeing the problem as it occurs, or you're seeing a future problem reoccurring, and you're like, I don't want to participate in that future problem reoccurring. I'm gonna excuse myself and go over here. So you're telling a select group of people, hey, I would love for you guys to come with me. I would love for you guys to like do these things, right? With me and come away from these problems, right? But I have to walk away. I have to walk away from these problems. I have to like quit, thinking, emoting, giving any kind of energy to these issues that are keeping me stuck. So the collective is walking away to a better situation that they've planned out and they've saved for and they've worked for. Okay. But the people are very hard to let go. The people that are still in the situation from before, they're very hard to let go. And the collective is urged to be gentle with themselves this week, because these people and these situations are choosing to stay where they're at because they still have a benefit there, but you do not. That doesn't mean you can't talk to them. That doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that once you walk away, you're gonna be better. That doesn't mean that these situations and these people, you're never gonna be able to help them again or whatever the situation might be. That doesn't mean that. It just means that you're no longer getting stuck. You're overcoming these inertias. You're overcoming these habits of yours that keep you getting stuck. What else? What is the advice for the collective this week, for the collective at large, including all of the signs, including Anna, including all of you guys? Shout out to you guys that are supporting me, okay? Shout out to all of you. Like, share, subscribe, please. I know I'm embedding it in, being very... But all of you who have subscribed, thank you so much, okay? I really appreciate it, okay? You guys know that. Some of you I know on a personal level. Some of you that I don't know on a personal level, I would like to. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting this channel. Oh my gosh. Okay. This was in your short bite. It was in a couple people. Yes. Some of you are getting rid of different groups of people who used to support you, and now they don't. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Yeah, this week is not a week, okay? So this is a weekly terabyte, okay? And it's talking about this week, please work out a plan, okay? What is the advice? What is the advice? Because I just started veering off. What is the advice for the collective for this week? Let's put them back in. And then we're going to finish out this terabyte, okay? I think 15 minutes is long enough of me rambling, okay? Me rambling. What is the advice for the collective? Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. Oh my God. Okay. So this is the spirit guides being like, what you mean? We already gave you advice, okay? Thank you for all those who made it here, okay? Who made it for the 15 minutes of me rambling on and on. But it's talking about no more advices to be given, okay? Because they've been giving you the advice to walk away from these people. So collective, walk away from people, situations, and everything like that that don't serve you. You don't have to take every single opportunity that is given you. So this week is more of a waiting week for some of you, I would say. Okay, you guys are waiting for the right opportunity and you're waiting for the right time to make moves, right? But in the meantime, you're eliminating all of those things that are not good for you in your life. You're cleaning house, okay? You're cleaning. All right, collective. One more for the collective. Yeah, they're like, yeah. They're like, yes, one more. So the ace is a number one in the cards, okay? And this is one of the aces of, like, is just saying, I'm number one, okay? This ace is about winning and overcoming. Sometimes winning and overcoming a thing requires not, I heard discipline. So for some of you, discipline, but for others, it requires motivation. And it is saying, keep motivating, keep motivated. One more, keep motivated. Keep motivated to get through this week, to overcome this week, okay? To overcome these changes. It is not as drastic as you think. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and I will talk to you later, collective. Bye. Mwah.